Hello and welcome to another video. And today I will make a 2020 election prediction. Donald Trump versus Andrew Yang. So Andrew Yang is an entrepreneur and he can really appeal to the working class. I think that he has a good shot, but he has to get his name going. So I think that if he runs now, which he is doing, that's good because he could get leader name recognition for a different run. I don't think he should run this time. But of course, he still has a chance, especially if he wins a primary. He'll probably verse Trump in the final in the election. And I'm going to use Evan McMullen's thing as a toss up. Okay. Safe states. Yang has kind of an Asian appeal, which can help with Asian voters, and he has a working class appeal. He's an entrepreneur and he's built his business up, and he isn't as rich as Trump, so there could be a argument made that he has a bigger appeal. So I'm gonna leave Texas as a toss up because he is a minority and he could get them out. I still see Colorado being a kind of toss up, but I'm pretty sure it will go to him. I see Oregon staying with Yang. I see 2020 getting closer, maybe in a 7-point margin. And by 2020, it's going to be leaning. Oregon's going to flip by 2028. I think Oregon is just getting heavily more Republican. And even, I think in Indiana, I'm going to leave that a toss-up. Yang could get out a lot of minority turnout, and he could get out people that were turned off by Clinton and Trump, but voted for Trump as he is a Republican. Yang is more of a moderate and the working class appeal. And in this scenario, no, Ohio and Iowa are toss-ups. So there are a lot of toss-ups in this match, I guess. The Northeast would be, well, everything. I would just give everything in Maine as a toss-up. The Northeast, Yang is around from here. He could do good there. So I do think I do have to call Indiana for Trump. It won't flip. Maybe it will be in a likely column because Yang is very good with these kinds of voters, and of course he will get the obvious. And in Maine, I'm gonna give him 3 of the electoral votes. He will win Maine at large. At this point, and now we have a few states in play. Texas could go to Trump. It will flip now. It might be in the likely leaning column. I don't see flipping yet, especially for Andrew Yang. And I see Nebraska going to Donald Trump. Trump has a better rural appeal than Yang, and Yang does not have a name recognition good enough to win in a Republican state. So, we have Georgia. So I think Georgia might be closer this time around than North Carolina. I'm gonna call North Carolina for Trump. It trended more Republican, I think, around this time. It only had the House this time around, and as of now, Republicans have held on to every seat they had. So, it is gonna stay around this margin. Georgia's gonna tighten up, and same thing with Arizona. I'm not comfortable enough putting it in any column. But I'm comfortable putting Minnesota in the Democratic column for Andrew Yang. He does have a great appeal to Asian Americans, and working class voters, some rural voters, and most importantly, young voters, college educated voters, millennials. These are the kind of voters that he could work for. He is younger. He understands them. He is this kind of person that can really appeal to the Asians that are getting persecuted by Harvard for the race. All of this, like, he's very good with this. He will carry Minnesota without a doubt. And I'm gonna give Arizona really tightly to Trump. If the illegal immigrants, well, the caravan or whatever it's called at this point, don't get into the country, I think that Arizona will go to Trump. Republicans in Arizona will really like that. Some Democrats might like it, and independents. But if they don't, that would just be. If they do get in, that would be horrible for Trump in Arizona. As of today, it doesn't seem likely that that's gonna happen. So it's gonna help him in Arizona, but it won't help him in Nevada, nor Colorado, nor New Mexico. So Nevada will go to Yang. It is going very Democratic. It might be leaning closer than 2017 or around the same margin, as Yang doesn't have that much of the name recognition, but I see it going to him. I also see Iowa going to Trump. It did go by a lot, and Iowa was pretty good for Republicans, but Democrats won in Iowa in the House a lot, but it was a wave year. I see it still going, and Georgia, I'm going to call for Donald Trump. He is probably going to win here. Just saying that past historical trends show that he's going to win here, maybe by 2024, maybe not. But Trump still has a good base here, and Brian Kemp was still able to win here. Republicans only lost one district here. House, it's still Republican, and they like Trump. They have a positive approval rating for him. So, in Maine's first congressional district, I could see that going to Trump. It did go by around 10%, even though it did go for the Democrats. Remember, this is a wave year, and a lot of Democrats voted for Trump. So it's not like they're going to change their identity. They're just going to like one candidate like that. So I see it going, but really narrowly. And Ohio, Yang is popular. Yang is very good in Ohio. This is where he's running his business. He can make inroads here. He knows how people do it here. People would like him for hiring workers and everything like that. But I still think that that it will go to Trump. Trump still has a good base here, a loyal base. And with the General Motors incident, they see that he also is standing for the people. So they might be divided, but Trump is still edge out here. So now he's for the first time actually leading against Yang. And, or 79 toss-ups, so this is gonna be a tight race. And I think that a lot of prominent Democratic figures would support him. Well, actually not. Pretty much he's an outsider. He has no other political experience, but he does have business experience. But a different kind than Trump with real estate and kind of crony capitalism. So, uh, with all that being said, Michigan could go to Yang. It is trending again, more democratic. I see going to Yang. Trump isn't that popular here. Trump's best bet would be Pennsylvania. Even though it didn't go down, it wasn't good for him in the midterm. It is a midterm and not an election. And results vary depending from an election for president and the midterms. So Michigan will go do Yang. And Florida will go do Trump. Trump has more name recognition, all of that stuff. He has a positive 3% approval rating here, and he has been pretty popular, I guess, for the G20 summit, stuff like that. Why am I saying stuff like that so much? We'll go to him. And Wisconsin, as he going to Trump, Pennsylvania, and New Hampshire. And that's hard. I don't see New Hampshire going to Trump. It's gonna be close, but New Hampshire won't go to Trump. I see New Hampshire going to him as he did go to Clinton, and he will get more Republican voters, independent voters. He just needs to hold on to every single vote from Hillary Clinton, and he's good for it. Trump isn't even popular here that much, but I do see him winning with Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. Again, in my last election prediction, I explained why these two will go to Trump. They are doing good for him. Well, not Wisconsin. In Pennsylvania, a -6 approval rating is not that bad. And he could always rebound. These aren't polls, these are just elections. They're just approval ratings. And this is against an unknown, not that unknown candidates. So I do see these two going. Yang could possibly, he could always flip these two. And he could flip Maine. He could, he has a good chance of flipping Georgia, Arizona, Ohio. But this would be the most he would get. I would see a Trump best case against Yang being a blowout. Or he carries states like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, New Hampshire, all of Maine, Nevada, Virginia, well not Colorado. But this is the final electoral map. 290 for Donald Trump and 248 for Andrew Yang. I hope that's his name. But thank you for watching. Oh yeah, and thank you for 52 subscribers. I will probably make the video 2 days from now for the slides. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be tomorrow morning. Bye.